Well, this morning we continue our Path Forward series, and treatment courts have served around 1.5 billion people in the U.S. in just the last 3 decades.
Here, it's saving communities thousands of tax dollars by giving substance abuse disorders folks who suffer with that the tools to turn their life around. Our Lauren Coomer is in studio telling us about a Kalamazoo man in recovery. He made some drastic life changes with the help of a Van Buren County program.
Yeah, good morning to you both. This is Malachi Trevino. He went from this to this in nearly 3 years, and since that, he's been clean and sober.
Before I was arrested, I was living to use and using to live.
This is Malachi Trevino at his worst.
I've probably been arrested 20 times.
And all for drug charges?
Drugs or drinking.
It's a lengthy record, all starting when he was just 17 years old. His troubles stemming from the loss of both of his parents, his dad passing from cancer, his mom from addiction.
When you're going through all this trauma as a kid, you just start burying stuff, and it's escaping reality, right? And then all of a sudden it was a weekend thing, and then maybe once a week, and then all of a sudden it was, before I knew it was an everyday thing.
About 4 years ago, he realized he needed help, noticing he was closely following in his mom's footsteps.
I remember looking in the mirror one day, and I could see me slowly dying also.
He was arrested shortly after, but it was the push he says he needed, finding a good group of people who believed in him, a 12-step program, and as part of his probation, drug treatment court.
When someone starts with us in phase 1, it's very intensive, right? 30 meetings in 30 days. The contact they have with the court and our case managers is very intensive in the beginning and gradually tapers off as they get toward graduation and as they prepare to do this on their own.
The program aims to reduce crime and has proven to do just that. Since its beginning in 2008 in Van Buren County, it's served over 600 men and women with substance abuse disorders. Malachi, one of the 600.
I needed some structure. At first it's really hard, you know, they have you doing all these different things, classes and therapy and drop lines and stuff. So, you know, I really had to sit, and they gave me the tools to learn how to work on myself. I just had to apply them.
And he did, graduating in 18 months. That time is the minimum, but participants have up to 5 years to finish. Judge McKay says it's pretty rare to finish that quickly.
For everyone, it's a process, right? It's their own path. What you get through the program, whether it's 18 months or 5 years, you get someone at the end who graduates, who has changed their life, right? It's great to see this transformation.
Malachi did the work, making the necessary changes and mending relationships.
I got a stable job now with benefits and good pay. I became a dad. I'm present for my children's life today. I got my recovery coach certificate through drug court.
The Malachi Trevino you saw at his worst, he's not that guy anymore, and says he works hard every day to make sure he doesn't get back to that.
Today, I am present for life. You know, I take it all in, and I don't got to pick up and use over it.
Would you have assumed back then that you would be where you're at now?
Oh, no. No, oh, no.
Malachi says while time doesn't allow him right now, he does hope to one day give back to those looking to change their lives like he did and become a sponsor. In the United States, there are more than 4,000 drug treatment courts serving 150,000 people each year. There are several programs throughout West Michigan similar to this one. We have a full list up on our website under this story. Reporting live in studio, Lauren Coomer, Fox 17 News.